Good morning, children. How are you? Okay. So now this is your SST class, that is social science class, and we are going to start a new chapter, that is rural livelihoods. This is chapter 8 of your civics book. Children, can you see the picture here? Look at this picture carefully. Can you see it? Right. I have given this picture on your PPT also. You can see a lot of people are doing different work here. Can you see this person? What is he doing? Farming. Very good. What is this person doing? Fishing. This person is selling vegetables. Here it's a shop. Here the people are doing some construction work. Here some children are plucking fruits and flowers. Here also some girls are plucking fruits from the tree. Here you can see a person, a mason is doing his work. So if you see this picture carefully, lot of people are doing different work. Some of these works are related to agriculture and some are not. So in this chapter, we will study about these kind of work which people are doing. So before I start this chapter, I would like to tell you the meaning of rural and the meaning of livelihood. Rural. Rural means villages. People who live in villages are known as rural people. And now livelihood, occupation or work that people do to earn money, that is known as their livelihoods. Now children, when we are talking about the rural livelihoods, the most important source of livelihood in the rural area, that is in villages, is agriculture. What is agriculture? It is first the chief occupation of people in the villages. 2/3 of the people depend on it for their livelihood in our country. And children, agriculture includes, as I have shown you the picture, sowing, weeding, harvesting, plucking of fruits, selling them in the vegetables. These all are related activities to agriculture. Now children, if we talk about the agriculture, we cannot forget about the farmers. Now who are farmers? The people who do this agricultural work, they are known as farmers. Depending on the size of land, these farmers, depending on the size of land they own, like what is the size of their land? Is it bigger size or a smaller size? They are depended into 3 categories. The first category is large farmers. Large, we can call them big farmers also. Then we have small farmers. Then we have landless laborers. They do not have any land, but they do the work related to the agriculture. So now let's talk about the big farmers or large farmers. Now children, these large farmers, they have a large plot of land. They are very rich. They use modern techniques to do the agriculture. If we talk about the small farmers, they have a small piece of land, do not have much money. They grow crops for their subsistence. Now let's come to the landless laborers. They do not have any land. They work on daily wages They are the poorest among the three. Now children, the next topic that comes is comparison. What we are doing? Comparison. Comparison between whom? We are comparing big farmers, that is, you can say large farmers, and we are going to compare it with the small farmers. The third category, that is landless laborers, we will do in the next class, that is day 2. So if we talk about the big farmers and small farmers, let's compare the two. Big farmers have a large plot of land or bigger area of land, and they have small area of land like 2 to 3 acres. Now second difference, they grow crops to sell in the market, but they grow crops for their subsistence. Now what is subsistence? Subsistence means they need it for themselves because they also have to eat the food. So they mainly grow crops so they can use that crop for their daily use. So I think the meaning of subsistence is clear to everyone. Now comes the third difference. Big farmers, they do not work themselves. Then whom they use? They use landless laborers to work because their farm is too big. They are rich also, so they alone cannot do the whole work. So whom they employ? Landless laborers. They pay to these landless laborers and they make them do the work on their farms. But there is one problem, children, here. Now the work in the farm is not for the whole year. Like suppose harvesting time is there, work is there. Sowing time is there, work is there. Weeding time is there, work is there. Therefore they keep these laborers on the daily wages. If the work is not there, they will make them go out and do not pay them at all. Now these small farmers, they work themselves on their plot of land and take help of other small farmers, right? Now I hope these 3 points are clear. Let me revise these 3 points again. Let's come back to the revision, then we will proceed further. Depending on the size of land, these farmers can be grouped into 3 categories. First is the large farmers or big farmers. Second is small farmers. And third are landless laborers. Today, which two we are going to study? Big farmers or large farmers and small farmers. So we were comparing them. Big farmers, they have large plot of land like 25 to 30 acres, even 50 acres, even 100 acres. But if we talk about the small farmers, they have the small area of land like 2 to 3 acres. Now let's come to the big farmers. They grow crops to sell in the market, to earn the money, to have the maximum profit. But these small farmers they grow crops for their subsistence. So I told you the meaning of subsistence. What is it meaning? That for use, what they need to use at their places, in their homes, that crop they grow, and that much amount of crop they are able to grow as they have a small area of land. Now third, these big farmers do not work themselves. Small farmers, they work themselves. Now fourth point, these, when they do not work themselves, whom they employ? Landless laborers. And if we talk about them, whom they employ, they take help of other small farmers. I think till here it is clear to everyone. So now let's move to the other differences of small farmers and big farmers. So difference number 5. If we talk about the big farmers, they use modern machinery. They are not able to use modern machinery. Is it clear? Like big farmers, they use modern machineries, big combines, tractors. And if we talk about the small farmers, they are not using the modern techniques. So what they are using? Many areas they still use the bullock cart, or people are doing the work with their hands. Of course, some small farmers, they make group and buy this machine on a loan together. But most of them are not able to use the modern machinery or techniques. Big farmers, they use best seeds, fertilizers, and insecticides. These small farmers, they are not able to do so. Sometimes due to lack of money, they buy the seeds which are not of very good quality. They buy the seeds, they are not best of the seeds. Even the fertilizers, sometimes they make the manure at home and they use that manure. Now next difference, these farmers take loans from big banks. They take loans from big banks because they know every facility is given by the government to the farmers. But small farmers, they don't know about this, so they generally take loan from the traders or big farmers. So when they take loan from the traders or big farmers, what they have to do? They have to sometimes sell their crop, part of the crop which they have grown, and they could have sold them in the market small amount and could earn money. They had to sell to these traders at very low prices. So it means they will be poor and they will be rich. Now let's talk about one more difference. These big farmers, because they are rich, so they have their other sources of income, like they have shops of seeds, insecticides, they have mills related to the agriculture. Products of the agricultures are used here. For example, in the shops they will be selling the seeds, fertilizers, insecticides, and mills. It can be rice mill, it can be dal mills, and these people, they work as loading and unloading work, so that they can also have the extra income. So children, for today, I would like to conclude here. Once again, the quick difference between the big farmers and small farmers. They have a big piece of land, they have a small piece of land. They are rich, they are not so rich. They do not work themselves on the field, they work themselves on the field. They employ landless laborers, they work themselves, they use modern machinery, they are not able to use modern machinery. They use best of seeds, fertilizers and insecticides, they are not able to do so. They take loans from the big banks, they take loans from the traders. So these are the general comparison between big farmers and small farmers. So now children, we will be uploading PPT also, so that you can see them and you can learn about this more. And children, one more thing, tomorrow, that is day 2 of this chapter, we will talk about the third category of the farmers. They are landless laborers. Then in your book, there is village called Kalpattu. We will talk about the big farmers, small farmers and landless laborers of this village Kalpattu, which is in a coastal area, right? Till then children, read. This is very important thing to understand. Read from the book and do the task given to you. Beta, be punctual in the class. Be regular in the class. Till then, bye and take care.